But to start off a video, we're gonna start telling y'all what whiskeys we're drinking since we're both avid whiskey drinkers. So today, Monkey Shoulder Scotch whiskey, really good stuff. Anyways, we'll take our
sunlight hurts my
So we're gonna try to recreate how we got the Blazer in the first place with jumping it from the Dodge. I don't see how that does anything different, but Jack mentioned it the other day and I looked at him like he was an idiot. And now I might be the idiot if this works. So I don't know. We know the fuel is getting cut off somehow, so I don't know what we got. We can unplug the line at the filter. Sorry for the wind and the truck. And crank the engine and see if we got fuel. Crank it!
What is it?
I said maybe we'll get it to rethink something if we unplug the ECU. Maybe it'll be like, oh yeah, I worked like a week ago.
Yeah.
I mean, this doesn't look old. Cause like on the Miata, remember that one wire? It was like the neutral switch and the reverse light switch or something.
Who needs a reverse light? Nobody.
Mine and my Miata hadn't worked for I don't know how long.
I think you could probably squeeze in there for a next one. Let's start.
So it's still the same stuff.
Jack it up.
Gotta kind of leave it open. This is for all you 6 period class kids. This is the truck to have. This is close quarters.
Toodaloo.
Yeah, the fuel filter has a little fitting on it, and I don't remember how it releases. So I'm trying to look up how it releases so I can unplug the fuel line right after the filter. And then when we start the Blazer, the fuel pump should shoot fuel through the filter and out onto the ground. You're welcome, Earth. Technology,
Yeah.
mechanicking, things we don't have any idea of how to do.
Oh, that's good.
Nope. Here we are.
But be sure you buy this when we fix it.
I figured we probably shouldn't show the buyer what's going on. Nobody will buy it. We take the engine out.
Wait, boy, this is difficult with this hand. Alright, I can't do that. With that hand, I'm gonna have to do this. Alright, got it, I think.
Wait.
Let me find.
In.
Alright, Jack.
Alright.
Crank it.
Ew, wait, I'm not still under here.
Well, then get out.
That's the money shot. We're gonna make thousands of monies.
Ew, it dripped on me.
Okay, ready?
Yeah. Keep going. Okay. Alright, you can get out. I don't know how much it should be going out. I mean, it's just kind of. It's not like a whole lot.
So fuel pump, filter, pump. We don't have any pressure up top.
Weird. No, we need... Surely there's an easier way to test it.
See if it needs a fuel pump or not.
Right.
I think we're.
I gotta test it. Look at that.
Anything you'd like to say?
Don't buy a Blazer
Unless it's this one.
unless it's this one after we get it fixed. Now where to start to begin with.
I know.
The timing problem.
That's what makes it all. That's what makes it seem like a weird pass lock thing. That it finally recognized that it wasn't the original key, maybe, and somehow.
Well, I mean, it's pretty easy. What do I do? Put it in?
All right, so we're gonna test to see if we have power to the fuel pump, because obviously the fuel pump is not shooting fuel. Once we took that line off, we could tell. So we know that the relay works, but what fuse? We got to see which fuse runs the fuel pump. Well, it shows that it's good, but I can just stab the.
I think negative is.
It doesn't matter which side.
Okay.
You're just checking for if you've got power going through it. Hang on, let me see what this does. So it's got conductivity, is that the word? I don't know, somebody will correct me. Sure.
Anything different?
That's the key on. Okay, don't turn it.
What's he doing?
Seeing if we can get to the fuel pump under the back seat. I don't think you can on this, but it's a long stretch, but it's easier than dropping the fuel tank and checking the fuel pump. But on this era of GM vehicles, there's a pass lock security feature that if it doesn't recognize the key, which is this is not the original key. I don't know if it's been used with this key before, but it could throw what they call the pass lock on these GM vehicles, and it disengages the power to the fuel pump. So there's a way around it. We got to take the plastic shielding off of the steering column, and I got to cut this orange and black wire and connect it, splice it together with the yellow wire, I think, and then that should bypass that system. And you got to relearn the system, so you got to like turn the key on for 11 minutes and off, and then on. It takes like 30 minutes for the whole process, but we're gonna try it. So here we go.
What if we? This is another long shot. What if we just disable the power to any security system in that car?
You still have to get the computer to know that it no longer has. That's basically what we're doing. We're getting rid of that security feature, but the computer's set from the factory, knowing that it's there, and if it's not there, it's still going to do the same thing. It'll say, oh, something's wrong, cut the power. There's like some gross residue on
You sounded so Texan when you said that.
Let me get some tools. I don't know if we have to take all of this off, but common theme around here apparently.
I need a tool.
What?
Move.
I was gonna take this thing
Well, we don't gotta take it off.
off and out.
So you can keep it or what?
No. Roll that out.
It's not even plugged in.
No, it's not, is it?
Worst mechanic in the world.
We are trying to sell this after we're done, so I wouldn't know. I wouldn't speak of that.
There's like some pencil shavings in there too.
I think that's other kind of shavings. Alright, so it's these wires right here that we're looking at.
Oh, so you do know where. Okay. Because I was about to cut this big
So
yellow one.
So we need to. I'm gonna unplug. All right.
We probably need to unplug the battery.
That is the first step.
Yeah, let's do that.
So why don't you go do that? Jack here is our safety manager. So he's gonna go unplug the battery so that I don't shock myself.
That would be good.
That should happen well before I broke any of these plastic parts.
Would you like to show the plastic parts that you broke?
Yeah. We had to stop filming because I got angry. Oh, there's a piece. So basically, this is the surround for the steering column. Luckily, it's not that bad. Some Gorilla Tape or something. Hell, you probably won't even see this.
I need some tools. Right here.
Oh wait, no, that surrounds the ignition. No, you definitely we're gonna see this.
I need some tools.
I don't know what's funny with that.
My partner is the greatest. This is our latest product. It's a custom ignition cowling. It's pretty bomb. Pretty fire. Let that little mug dry. Good to go. Gorilla Glue, not Gorilla Tape. Close enough. Ran out of what? Whiskey?
Monkey shoulder.
Well,
Let's just do this.
should have gave you drink from the bottle.
Monkey shoulder, we need another bottle.
Shout out Monkey Shoulder. Name drop. Did you find some tools?
You have them all. Still know why that's funny. Battery is disconnected.
Thank you, sir. Alright. So basically, we need to cut.
Sure hope so.
The yellow wire and splice it into the orange and black wire.
And then on the next episode, it won't even crank.
Here we go. Then we gotta go through the whole process of relearning the system. You gotta turn the key on, a security light should come on, should flash for like 11 minutes and go off, and you gotta turn the key off for like 30 seconds. Do it again. You gotta do that 3 times, and then supposedly it relearns the system. Thank you, sir. And cross our fingers. If not, I guess we're dropping a full fuel tank.
And do we just leave it like that?
Oh no, I'll solder it if this works.
Yeah, but we leave them spliced together.
Because it'll just totally disable the security system.
Okay.
And then we'll plug it in, and we should get a security light now that says,
So you put the battery back on when you know?
yeah, once I plug this back in. Oh, alright, go put the battery back together. And we are,
some tools.
we are gonna look for a security light. The security light should come on, and it's gonna stay on for, I think they said up to 11 minutes. And it should start flashing.
Boom.
Nice. So basically, that's gonna flash. We might wanna put the, let me time this.
Siri.
We might wanna hook the battery charger up, just so that, because it's gonna be like 11 minutes, 3 times of just sitting here. All right, so the security light went off. So now we gotta turn the car off for 30 seconds. And I've started that now. So we gotta leave it off for 30 seconds, put it back in and turn it on, and the security light should come back on, start flashing. 5 to 11 minutes. That one lasted 9 minutes and 45 seconds or so. And then we're gonna go key on for 30 seconds, key off, start. And let's hope it works. If not, then I can never get back those 30 minutes of my life.
Yeah.
I did the off for 30, on for 30, start.
That's different.
Well, didn't you hook up the battery charger?
Yep. It's charging right now. Should I go funny mode?
Well, that's slower.
Huh?
Ah.
I'm on turtle mode. Guys, let's jump it.
Why is the ignition all of a sudden hard too? All right, well we can try to jump it, I guess.
I mean, that's new.
It's not. mean, the battery sucks then.
Still could be a battery problem. No. But no, it was on Turtle. Should have been on Buddy.
I don't know. We'll try to jump it and we'll just see what happens. If not, we're going to have to drop the fuel tank, I guess. Another thing eliminated.
Yeah. Yep.
Alright, so this is the power, this is the fuel pump right here, going into the tank. This is the power going to it. So I'm gonna unplug this, and I think we can put a test light on it to see if we're getting power. If we are getting power to the fuel pump, then the problem is within the fuel pump. If we are not getting power, then that means that somewhere there is a wire or a fuse that is blown that we have not found. Alright, so we got to test the fuel pump. I unplugged the wires going to the fuel pump. I just need to find a good ground area. So I got my test light here. And I'm going to test for power. Okay, turn it on. I don't know which one. Oh, so we got working. We tested for power. It got power going to the fuel pump. And it's not working. So it's kind of what we thought in the beginning, but we were doing little things that were less work to rule out fuses, relays.
I mean, how much you think would be in here? Any fuel? Not
much.
Okay, so that's easy.
And I wonder how much fuel we have
Total?
at all in there. I think if we...
Because those are 2 gallons, right? That we filled up, or 5?
Yeah, 2 gallons.
There were 2, so...
2, but we only put
Probably
1.5
3.
of them, so we might have 3 if it was empty.
Yeah.
So basically, there's 2 straps, and we need to loosen those.
Yeah.
Those 2 hose clamps there.
Take them off.
We can disconnect the fuel pump lines right there. And then we've got 2 straps. It's kind of, you can see the one.
Light.
You can see that bolt right there in the middle of the screen. That's got to come off. Oh yeah. Yeah, there you go. You can see it better. That bolt right there, that head in the middle. So we got 2 straps that come off with those 15 millimeter bolts. And should be. And then we'll get that jack, my blue jack, and this jack, and my blue jack, and we'll help. We can probably use that hydraulic jack too.
How heavy?
One on each end. Well, it just depends how much. We don't know how much fuel total was in there in the first place.
Yeah.
So that one jack can, and if it falls, I mean, it falls. And we drag it out, and we start taking that out.
Then we peel it. Put the fuel in the Miata. Alright.
I don't want this fuel in the Miata. We got a 5/16 socket, and we're gonna undo both of these hose clamps here on the fuel filler tube and the vent tube. That way when we drop it down, we can disconnect them. They're probably going to be a pain to get off. They've probably never been off. And it's hard accessibility. But get them kind of loose. We should be able to break them free, hopefully.
I think this is going to be pretty easy as far as that, but
Yeah.
what's going to be hard is what's...
We're going to unplug the fuel lines and the electric connections. Maybe kind of hard to see, but we're going to attempt this. There's one. There's 2. So that's the 2 electrical connections. Now we got to get these fuel lines, and these fuel lines, much like the fuel filter, they have pinch connections. So there's a plastic piece that pinches, and then we got to pull off. We can get a better look maybe in a bit, but
There we go.
so there's one.
Finally, something seems to be a little easy for us, I guess.
So you can see, I'll try to point out, right here on the sides there's this little tab that you can kind of see it push in there. See if we can get some better light. That pushes in, and there's one on both sides. You push it in, and then you got to push this line in and then out. Pops right off. Done.
Bingo!
Okay, so there's that hose that we were just complaining about, hard to get to, but it looks like it's gonna be kind of easy from the outside. Okay, so you can kind of see. There you go. Got her off.
I'm sure it's not going to bend back. That ain't moving.
So what's the problem, Hank?
Well, you can't get a nut off a bent shaft. And that's the problem.
You don't have to tell me that.
And then we got the other strap here. I don't know if you can tell, but the strap bulges out a little bit, and it's making it hard to get to that bolt up there.
So what you're saying is we're screwed.
Well, I'm saying, in order for us to get this gas tank out, we're probably going to have to ruin two straps.
There you go.
Oh, that's bending a lot easier than I thought.
Hey. Hi, man. All right there.
This is Butts and Bolts, quality precision engineering.
I mean, there ain't nothing we can't do. You get a couple of nuts and bolts like that, and then you just make it. Like 1, 2, 3, wow, you know?
Now, getting it off is still another story, but we are moving in the right direction. I need to get some panther piss, and we'll go from there. And maybe we might get a wire brush, try to clean it off best we can, and just try to salvage that.
Yeah, I think we'll be fine. There you go. Okay, so we're in the process of taking that off. That's where we need to get to. Hoses are what we need to get off. Okay, so we got the hoses up, and you can see that it is dropping. Okay. That's right.
Pretty full.
So as you can see, take down and off.
I'm assuming it's bad because we had power coming into the fuel pump. Got a new pump, lock ring, and a fuel filter, but you can see here there's these little tabs that we gotta pull back, and then this lock ring will spin, and then that will release the fuel pump, and we'll pull it out and go from there.
Wouldn't do nothing. So you see the, is it supposed to be discolored like that?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it'll get this because the gas is pretty powerful, but
Okay.
I don't really know.
It kind of looks like a sewage system.
So we got the fuel pump out. Inside of the tank looks decent.
The hell is that?
Oh, damn. Gasket or something?
No.
Oh, that's part of the fuel pump. The filter.
Okay.
I mean, that could be... I mean, good thing we getting a new one, I guess.
Right.
If we're missing pieces.
Yeah. Plus, free hand cleaners gas.
We went and found a replacement mirror. The one had been broken off right here. So, drove down to the junkyard down the street and was able to find a perfect
new
used one. So, plugs are still here. You can see this just got ripped off. So we got to find where that pigtail is in there, and we can plug this in and bolt it right up. It's cake. All right, so with the new fuel pump, my neck's tired. We got this new plug, this new pigtail, and it's got to be wired in. This one is going bye-bye. That's good because I almost broke it. So we're just going to cut this off and put this new pigtail on it. And everything's color-coded. Purple to purple, black, white to black, white, etc., etc. Black and yellow, black and yellow. All right, so then we're just gonna strip. I'm gonna strip the ends here, and then we'll put these butt connectors on it. Taper up. Should be good to go. We're gonna test this plug to make sure. So we got pump power is the gray wire. So this one here. There we go. That little red light. Should be good. Okay. Alright, so it is dark now. We weren't planning on working this late, but we finally figured out that there was a power issue going to the fuel pump. So maybe we didn't need a new fuel pump to start out, but we have one now. We figured out the power issue. And so now we've got, if you'll come over here real quick, we do have fuel pressure finally. A little over 60 pounds. Perfection. So, we're gonna start it up.
Start it up. And then we got our victory drinks lined up. Hey, oh.
Jack, are you gonna get in there?
Yeah, make sure everything's off.
I can't breathe.
Good?
Send it.
Butts and bolts. nuts and bolts.
That's the only thing that was wrong. Power. What we got? Got 55.
Well, here's a high five.
We got it started.
And we got to get our drink down. And we got to end this. All right, so we got it running finally.
It's Wednesday. We picked this car up when?
I don't even know when.
At least 2 weeks ago. We put in Sunday, Monday, and Wednesday. 3 days.
Well, quick shout out to my brother Josh, because I actually had to call him for a little extra brain power. But
Yep.
so thanks to him. This is the Butts and Bolts. Alright, so we finished up on the Blazer. We just took it for a test drive. Seems to work alright. So we did the fuel pump, new fuel pump, and we were struggling with the power, but we just weren't testing it right because the power only goes to it for 2 seconds when you turn the key on. And we didn't realize that we were testing it after the 2 seconds. Anyways, after all that, we got the new fuel pump in, plugged in, and it works. So we cleaned it up. We put this new mirror on. We
Messed with the 4-wheel drive.
messed with the 4-wheel drive a little bit. It seems to stick a little bit, but I think we just need to work it, and it should start working. Other than that, we just cleaned it up, and I think it's ready to go.
Time to find a new car to flip.